Hey everyone, this is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. Sorry for the motorcycle helmet here. I am out on a ride. I went up to the mountains. Let me see if I can get these mountains behind me. I went up those mountains. And man, the views are spectacular. Just wanted to say hey to everyone and hope everybody's doing well. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. And if you want, you can definitely share this video. I just wanted to talk about what the junk business means to the world, basically. And what the junk business means to the world is it allows people to call a company, not just to haul scrap away, but we become a people that collect stuff. And after 20, 30 years, let's say you're collecting record players, well, they become obsolete. Even if you collect records, the record players of now are better than the ones before. And it goes like that with all electronics, Walkman, right? And so we wind up just keeping stuff. And the reality is, it hits people at different times of their life where they come out to their garage or their storage unit or their spare bedroom or their attic or their basement or their whatever, and they turn around and go, holy smokes, I'm a pack rat. And that is a reality in America. And instead of calling like the Sanford and Sons and all that kind of thing, they call people like us. They call Easy Go Junk Removal. And they tell me their situations. And the first thing I always tell them is, I can help you with that. I can take care of that. Of course, about 70% of the time, they want to know how much. And that's where you step in and you start digging a little bit. You get information. If you're like me, I like to write it down, be honest with you, because I can build cubic yards in my trailer fairly well, and if I look back down at it while they're talking to me, I can pretty much tell whether or not it's a quarter load, half a load, 3/4, or anything in between, or a whole load. And the reality is, it makes it really simple. And as you walk your customer through that pace, and they are being educated in exactly what you do. So you're walking your customer through this, and they know it's not going to be $100, right? You're walking through it, and you're telling them, well, is it a hide-a-bed? Is it washer and dryer? Okay. Is it a couch and a sectional, or is it just a couch? Oh, it's a sectional. You start building this with them. They become vested in this communication. And when you hit them with the price, they're not surprised. They're ready to go, actually. So that is one thing to remember. It's kind of cool. This week, I think, I see everybody landing over in Raleigh, North Carolina. Good luck, Lee. I hope that really does work. It sounds like you put out a lot of money to make this thing happen. I know a lot of people that are going. I guess Sonoma Strong is going, and they're going to be speaking. I think the Queen of Junk is going to be there as well, and she'll be speaking, and I wish them all I wish them well. I really, truly do. I didn't go. I know that I was asked to go by a couple of people, and not to speak or anything like that, but just to go attend. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not there yet. And I know there's a lot of great information. A lot of people are going to be talking about stories and things like that. And I'm still building. I'm not big enough to worry about a second truck yet. And I have such great mentors in this business that if I have a question, man, I can call 7, 8, 10 people today and text them, call them, whatever, and say, hey, what do you do in this situation? If you're not in Junk Con, join the crowd, number one. Number two, build yourself a coalition of other junkers, man. People that you can trust. Sorry for the shake. People you can trust. People that you can build a relationship with, again, relationships, connections, right? And people that you can call. And then you'll see that they'll call you as well. I've had people call me all the time. I am not bothered by that. I'm humbled by it, number one. Number two is I don't have all the answers. And so I want to keep my circle. I want to keep it tight, but I want to be the lowest man on that totem pole. Let me put it that way. I have some guys that are becoming monsters in the junk business, and they have helped me through so many things that stop me from making a mistake. They just go, well, have you ever thought of this? Hey, I think I want this and that. No, and what would you charge here or whatever? And then you turn around and they go, yeah, but you got to remember. I remember it was a carpet job. And I think I was talking to, it was Joseph Martinez from Vets Hall Junk. Great company out there. And I just touched base with him. I said, hey, man, I got square footage. I think I got the idea what the square footage is, per square foot, pulling it up and stuff. And he just started bringing up, he goes, man, you got to make sure that when you pull those tacks up, that the customer knows that when you pull those tacks up, that the concrete is not going to be the same. And he just got the ball rolling in a different way. He goes, you're not necessarily insured for that kind of a So I left the tax down at that job. I left the tax down. I also have pulled the tax up on other jobs, letting them know that, hey, when I do this, there's going to be little divots left. And so, but he was a great resource. And so I think that's what I'm saying, guys, is build a resource center for you guys, people that you trust, people who speak the same language. We're not all the same. And so there are people that I connect to that you may not connect with. You go, oh man, they're idiots, or I don't understand what they're saying. You connect with, what's the old saying? Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? And there's no foul in that. I absolutely love the business model of junk. I love the customers. I love the pay. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't have to wake up and be somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning sharp, otherwise I'm late. And if I have too many of those lates, I get fired. Or if I want to take a long lunch, if I don't have the time off or the vacation hours or comp time or whatever, I can't do it. If I want to take a long lunch, I take a long lunch. If I want to be somewhere at 8, I can be there, but I always say, hey, it's going to be between 8 and 9. It gives me a little room to be me. It also gives me room for an aw shit moment, like, oh crap, the tires are flat on my truck or whatever. I like that freedom. I've been working for myself for so long. I've always had that freedom. If I want to meet a friend for lunch, I meet a friend for lunch, man. I just pull up stake and bring my trailer truck and go meet a friend for lunch. If me and Joe want to go end early because we want to have a date night, we just do that. We don't check with anybody. And that's a freedom that a lot of people don't understand. I couldn't go back to a 9 to 5 if I had to. It would kill me. I would hear that clock ticking all the time. And that would drive me nuts. Just in Amazon, when I worked for, I think it was eight months last year, it drove me nuts. The pace was fast enough to make the time go by, but man, you talk about brutal. If your numbers aren't right and you don't, they put you over to somewhere else. You can go into this, like, all you do is sort on a conveyor belt. And it's nasty. It's a nasty job. If you make too many mistakes and they can't trust you with numbers and stuff, that's what they do with you. And so so I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. And I don't think I could ever go back to it. And some people are born for it. Me, I'm born for this. I'm born for being an entrepreneur. I'm born for building a business. I mean, I get a kick out of this. 3 years ago, somebody told me, hey, you ought to consider this. I watched that Brian Scudamore thing, and 3 years ago I decided to do this. There was nothing. There was no company there. It was just an idea. And I put it together. I bought a trailer. I've got a truck. And I've not looked back. And there was the first year, ooh, that sucked, man. Good Lord, that sucked. I didn't make no money. I was in the wrong place. I was the wrong time, the wrong. And it sucked. It sucked. So what did I do? I have the ability to get up and move. And that's what I did. I did my due diligence. I checked where we are now. I checked the population. I checked the demographics. I checked the competition. I checked how many dumps, how many substations, how many, all that. I called companies, what do you charge? What do you charge? And I got an idea on whether or not I could compete here. Guess what came to my mind? Not only can I compete here, I can thrive here. And the first year was decent. The second year has been very good. And I think the third year is going to be the charm. And we'll see. You know, nothing's guaranteed, right? But the reality is, if you just put your head down and get determined, you can make this happen. This junk removal is so badass, man. It's so cool. I mean, the people you get to meet, the people you get to help. I love it way more than I liked doing landscaping. Way more. I like it. I used to be an Amazon seller. Now, I still sell t-shirts on Amazon, but I used to be an Amazon seller, meaning I had product and I had a very nice business. And I like that better. I like this better than I like that. I love this business. It's just really cool. And so I'm not looking back, guys. I'm going to go straight forward. So don't forget, man, you get a dream, you get something in your head, stay with it. Build a coalition of friends in this business, not only in your area, but throughout the country. Get an idea of what people are getting. Get an idea of how you can make it better. All right, man. This is Gary with Easy Go. I just thought I'd share a couple of things with you. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.